it's always a time where you start to think about, okay, well, so what happened in this past year? Was this past year a success for me or not? And there's probably a lot of good things that happened to you over the past 364 days, today being the 365th day. There are probably a lot of things that happened to you that you wish didn't happen. There are probably a lot of things that you wish should have happened or could have happened or wanted to have happened. Regardless, no year is a perfect year. No year do you accomplish everything that you want to achieve. And perhaps that's a good thing. In goal psychology, if you were to this evening write down 10 goals that you wanted to achieve in the upcoming year, you wrote down 10 goals: exercise, read through the Bible, build some sort of contraption at your house, start a project, get a new job, whatever it may be. Let's say you wrote down 10 of them. Out of those 10, how many of those 10 do you think you should achieve over the next year? And people always come up with interesting numbers here. The overachievers usually say, well, 10. If I set 10 goals, I achieve 10 goals. So goal psychology is rather interesting. The right answer is that you want to achieve between 83 and 87% of your goals. What? Sounds like some lazy folks, Chris. No, actually it's not. If you achieved all of your goals, if you set out for 10 and you achieved all 10, I might argue, sounds like your 10 were a little too easy. If you set 10 and you only achieved 2, sounds like you set too hard of goals. But if you set 10 and you achieved 83 to 87%, it was enough to stretch you and enough yet you could do. And to do that, we want to start with God. I don't know what your plans are for this upcoming year, but I hope that one of your plans is to be a stronger person of faith. There isn't a person that has faith locked down. There isn't a person who's got it all put together. Sometimes I think that's a misnomer that somehow if you're a Christian, or if you've been a Christian for a certain time, your life is perfect, or that you've got it figured out. Some people will read the Bible and they'll say that that's an accomplishment. I read the Bible, and that's fine. It's a great accomplishment to read all of God's Word. But God Himself said in the book of James, I'd rather you be doers of the Word than just hearers of the Word. What good is it if you read the Bible but you never do it? I don't know what your goal is this year in terms of becoming closer to God, a better Christian. I hope it's not just to be nicer to people, although that is a good goal. But there are plenty of people that do not go to church, don't believe in God, and their goal might be to be nicer to people. And let's face it, the truth is that when people start treating you meanly or badly, if you don't have a strong why you want to be nicer to people, if there isn't, as Daryl said, a strong conviction as to why we do this, but if you don't have a strong enough conviction as to why you do what you do, then you'll abandon it when it gets tough. That's what we do. That's what's going to happen in 3 weeks when all those people who start back to the gym tomorrow get tired of it.